live, obviously. Back to usual. Geordie Journo's live from St James's Park. And another win. I'll wait for anybody to join. See, we've got some people joining after another positive result. Flip the camera around so you can get a little feel of things going on around the stadium. I'll wait for a few of you guys to join. There's a couple of you guys on already. Nice tan. Cheers, Craig Foggin. It's been a nice week away. 44 degrees in Egypt, so it would have been hard not to get a tan. Who else is on there? Woody FTW. How the hell did we win that, mate? I'll come on to that. It was, I think you're probably going to say that Spurs will walk away from this one. Anybody connected with that football club and wonder how the hell they didn't get a result here at St James's Park. It wasn't great. I'll be honest, hair's blown up. The hair I've got left here is blown all over the shop. 25 of you guys on. See for a few more join before I really go into depth of what I thought. Look, anyway, sorry, I'll just talk. Yeah, that was grim in many ways. What an amazing result. That's actually factually the best start Newcastle United have made to a season under Eddie Howe, albeit it's only been 2 starts previous to this, but you cannot complain. Results wise, it is the best under Eddie Howe. Performance wise, you'd probably say in a sequence of getting results, it's probably some of the worst. I'm not really sure that Newcastle United in two home games consecutively have been pinned back as much as what they have and still walked away with 6 points. Barely got out their own half for much of that. They were easily second best, I thought. There was an argument to say they maybe shaded bits of it in the first half. Second half was wow. It was backs to the wall, on the break stuff, and really the winner came largely against the run of play, but you'll take it. I just genuinely don't think Spurs will understand how they did not get something from that game today. Right, I'm seeing some of the comments. One one's a little bit weird. I'll have a look at that. I'll jump in the comments, you guys, and I'm going to go through my analysis of the performance after that. Let's have a look. David Atkinson, life matters. It does matter, it does. Flat. We were lucky. Graham Doherty, hard watch that lane, but a win's a win. I can't argue with you there. David Carmichael, enjoy your halls, missed your waffle. I missed the waffle too. I wasn't too disappointed to miss the end of the transfer window, I've got to say. I was actually on a flight from Sharm el Sheikh to Newcastle on Friday evening, so didn't see the end of it. But as I obviously know, it was a fraught end and a disappointing one altogether. Right, so my thoughts, 89 of you guys on there, 9 likes. I'm not seeing some. I want to see some more. You guys drop the likes in the comments, and I'll do comment as well, because I will get through every single comment on here, as I always do on these post-match lives. And also, as you know, regular watchers, it's at a different angle now. I'm just genuinely walking around the stadium. Apologies if I give you motion sickness in some ways, but I'm just walking around the stadium with this phone in my hand, because the way that it's been changed by YouTube is it doesn't give you the wide view, so I'm kind of portraiting it. I'm not landscape for you guys. Oh, I'll just pop me. Can you see that? Right, so there's Sven Botman getting a photo, and is that Joe Willock? I think it's Joe Willock. Can you see? Yeah, it's definitely Joe Willock. Sven Botman there getting a hug from the photographer. And there they are. Anyway, you get these little views times like this after the game. Right, so backs to the wall. Eddie Howe's backs to the wall, Max. Is that what we are now? Newcastle United have played very little of this season so far on the front foot, but it's really difficult because I don't want to come in here and really proper dwell on negatives, when if you'd offered me at the start of the season that Newcastle United would go to Bournemouth, get a result, would get through in the Carabao Cup off what could have been a really tricky game at Nottingham Forest, and also beat Spurs at home, which I know is becoming a bit of a given, but it was far from it today. and of course win on the first day, sorry, having been down to 10 men for so long, I would have absolutely snapped your hands off. You cannot argue with it. And in a weird kind of way, this is why the analysis is hard, that it just feels so unentertaining and unsustainable, some of it. We're still waiting for Newcastle to click, and there's that old adage that people will go back to and say, if you're not playing well, the best thing you can do is just keep getting results, and they are doing that. So there can't really be too many complaints in that manner. It does still give us a few concerns for the medium term, because I watched that game. Look, I always talk a lot on the Geordie journals about the eye test, and that might be a player, it might be a performance. And I think the eye test today from watching Newcastle United against Tottenham Hotspur is that they as a team probably look quite some way ahead of Newcastle United, but football is results business, and the result fell Newcastle United's way. And I would argue that Spurs team finishes about where it did last season. So there's work to be done for Newcastle United, because that was a backs-to-the-wall defensive job against a team who'll probably finish 5-6 in the Premier League next season. This season, sorry, you'd imagine. So it has to leave a little bit of a taste in the mouth in that respect. But it just seems silly to really dwell on it, because it felt like a significant result to me that day. Significant in the sense that it's been such a chastening period off the field. We've talked. Look, anybody check out Newcastle World. I wrote a piece on Darren Eales, Craig Hope's piece. I know he sometimes gets a lot of criticism from Newcastle United fans online. Friend of the channel, of course. But if you haven't already, read Craig Hope's piece about things that have gone on this summer off the field, and it is so close to the mark that you really should listen to it, even if you don't like it. There's a lot of stuff that has been happening at this football club that hasn't been great. So to answer that by going and getting the results that they have on the field, however difficult that's been, it was massive. I thought massive for them today. And I'm going to jump in the comments to see what you guys think and what you want to talk about, because I'll stay on here as long as you guys want to talk. Here's our loader shot, yeah. I'll stay on as long as you guys want us to. So jump in the comments and do give a like as well, of course. 138 you guys on here, never underappreciated when you come on. So I'm going to go into these comments. Where was I up to? Mark Irwin. So has that put a smile on your face? Never in doubt. Laughing my arse off. Never in doubt. Yeah. I think that's a little bit of an understatement. It never felt in control would probably be a fairer one. But look, we'll take the win. If they play like that for 38 games and continue getting results, there'll be nobody in stadium complains. It just obviously does make you think, can that be sustained? We'll wait and see. It's nice to get results when things aren't really clicking, so I can't complain. Craig Foggin, that wasn't pretty, but 3 points is all that matters. Good subs by Eddie. Come back in the comments, Craig, let us know what subs you thought changed the game. Murphy came on, and Murphy's a big confidence player. Plays with confidence, and when his confidence is high, he's got the ability to perform. He came on today, made a mistake early. I turned to Jordan alongside and said, "Ooh, I'm not sure about him today." And he made a couple of mistakes after that, but did brilliantly for the goal and came on and had the impact he did, which is all you can ask for. I thought it was a bit harsh taking Harvey Barnes off, actually. We have critiqued Harvey Barnes in the past on the Geordie journals, and I think it was really harsh to take him off today. I can see why he did it. Put Gordon on the left, and Gordon was more effective on the left. I thought it was a little spring in his step today, Gordon. It wasn't the best day from Isak, and it wasn't the best day from Gordon. I'm really pleased to see Isak get off the mark. You don't want a striker going too long without goals. However, there was just a little bit more sharpness, a little bit more spark in those two. It's been a low base this season. Let's not complain. Let's not beat around the bush. So let these lads pass. The TV guys, I think, setting up. It's been a great season for those two. They've looked way off it. I just thought there was a little bit more spark about them today, without either really performing amazingly well. I thought Gordon grew into the game. I thought Bruno Guimaraes really grew into the game, and his defensive graft in that second half was good. But I thought Gordon put a decent defensive shift in. I think if we're going to analyse where I feel the team is struggling at the moment, I think the quality on the ball is lacking. So many individual errors today. Again, it's not one to draw on the negative, but so many individual errors. from all of them. There was Gordon making them, Bruno made them at times, Dan Burn, great first half, a little bit of a struggle in the second half, to be fair. But yeah, I'm interested to know what subs you thought. Did Tonali make the difference? Do you think Lewis Hall came on made a difference? Obviously Jacob Murphy did with his assist, but interested to know. We'll go back in the comments. Richie Lowe, not playing well at all this season, correct, I agree, but finding ways to win or not to lose. It's a good quality to have. Ronnie Mill, hard fought win, but we give the ball away far too much in my opinion. I've just mentioned that, Ronnie. I think I can't disagree with you. 169 of you guys on, give it a like, and of course, you know, share, comment, subscribe, get involved. Go Clinton. Well, lad, if you can win while playing bad. No, it's a fair point. It's one of those that you can't really argue with. If like I say, if Newcastle United do 38 games of this, it ain't gonna be pretty. But if it gets results, it's all that matters. The only concern would be that playing like this doesn't tend to get results. So we'll have to see how it goes. The only way is up in terms of performance. I think they can only get better. Simon Howe, ears still ringing from the Strawberry Corner. Great atmosphere. No, it was really loud. I thought it was really telling. It was actually before Spurs' goal. Big show of support for Eddie Howe. Strawberry Corner went big on getting the place roaring. The Eddie Howe's Black and White Army, I thought was really positive, and it came round at the end as well. Strawberry Corner really pushed the team on today. I thought that was a big thing. I'm just going to try and get match winner Alexander Isak in the picture here. Can I get him in? I hate this new angle. There he is there. Showing a turn of pace there. I'm not able to keep up with them nearly. Keep them on the slide feed. Anyway, right, who's next? Down the line, did you go dogging last night, mate? Dog? Did I go dogging last night? I'm not. Is that directed at me? Down the line? I went to the pub last night. I didn't go dogging. I was in the Bay Horse in Crammy with me mate. Don't know where that's come from. Go dog. I just had a couple of bites. Nothing sinister there. Aidan Brophy. I think Bruno needs a good kick up the arse. Thank God for Nick Pope. Actually, Nick Pope had a really good game. He made some great saves. I'll have to see it all again, but I think he was really unlucky. Dan Burn with a complete balls up, I thought, for the goal, but he almost didn't. It wasn't a great save, the first one, but he pushed it away, but it went straight to the man. But then does he get a touch on it again that kind of puts Dan Burn off? I'm not so sure. I'm going to kind of stroll down here because I'll be able to get in the background Yasser Al-Ramaya walking along. So I'll just spin round and hopefully I can get in the angle. He's got plenty of security men with him. He's been down to the dressing room, I think. You see him there? The chairman. Walking up back over the director's box with his entourage, PIF entourage. There you are. Always things like this going on at this time of day. Where are we at? I thought Bruno grew into the game really well. I thought his defensive work in the second half was really good. Woody FTW. Women were playing badly, always a good sign to be honest. George Hayes, 3 well taken goals by us. That's fair. Ben Marseille, look at that tan. Good to see you back, mate. Cheers, Ben. Looking forward to seeing you at football, hopefully, if it's on this week. David Atkinson, life matters. I can't disagree with you. Life does matter. Life really matters. I can't understand why Pope is not spending all day, every day practicing catching and kicking. I said that when I was joking on with Jordan and Dom. I said, see, it sounds like when he's been off, he's been absolutely smashing the gym because he's come back with massive arms. He's come back. He's been really been in the gym. Might have been better spent kicking practice because I don't think he's got much better at that. But that's the lad's game. He's a short stopper, and that's the end of it. David Smith, instead of Black and White Army, call them Eddie Howe's Light Brigade. Possibly down the line, Newcastle's lads. Down the line, you're a bug off, man. Why'd you even come in the car? Do you think you're gonna catch us out? Do you think I'm actually gonna read one of these stupid comments? Get out and get in the bin down the line. You will be banned. I mean, not Newcastle at the moment. Oh, I think I've just jumped off there and back on hopefully. I think that's one of the biggest concerns for me at the moment is that Newcastle United don't have the technical quality without Fabian Schär and without Kieran Trippier in some respects. Even Tino Livramento, I thought had a good game today. They don't have that technical quality to be able to really get out, and they get pushed into corners where they can't get out, and it happened a lot today, both in the first half and the second half. Having Fabian Schär back in that team, I think, will make a massive difference. David Carmichael, hilarious 3 points, transfer window scandalous, but hopefully good news on the stadium development, which will indicate PIF ambition and settle supporters' concerns. David Carmichael made a really interesting point. Until PIF have written a cheque to change anything about Newcastle United, which there hasn't really been anything tangible. There hasn't been any of the... It wasn't promised by PIF directly, but there was people at the upper echelons of this football club talking about societal change in many ways, talking about a wider impact of this takeover. There's been none of that. None at all. There has been a bit of a lick of paint, as Rafa might say. Lick of paint at the training ground. It's been a bit more than that. £10 million spent on it. But still no training ground development. And the stadium... We are expecting something very soon, but how imminent is imminent? We'll have to wait and see. Until those checks are written, I think it's fair to assume, and this is maybe try to be too negative, but from what I've said, what I've heard, and I've spoken to a lot of people on this subject, I can't divulge too much information, but until there is a major check written, it's okay to stand in a position of light scepticism, I would describe it as, with regards PIF commitment. I've never heard anything to say they're not committed, but until they do write a significant cheque for this football club's future, I think it's okay to have that stance. Take that as you will. Believe us, don't believe us. I don't really mind, it doesn't matter to me. I just feed any information. Anybody who's watched me throughout my career as a journalist on this Newcastle United beat will know that I try and give you as much as I possibly can, and that's as much as I can really say without breaking any kind of source confidence. Just retain a slight or light scepticism until the big checks are written. I hope that doesn't give too negative a stance, and I hope I'm kind of making sense. Come in the comments if I'm talking crap. I don't really mind. I know what I'm saying. Mark Irwin, possibly worried given the fans' dissatisfaction with the window. David Cook, good to see you back, Liam. Gritty performance, solid defending. David Cook, good to see you back in the comments, mate. Thanks for your contribution as ever. Down the line. Come on, community. Get this knacker kicked into touch, man. He thinks he's funny. Your sense of humour is grim. Going to random sexual jibes. Like down the line. Get a life, man. You're never going to get it read out. You might catch it other Newcastle United YouTubers out. There's some hilarious examples out there, by the way, as I'm sure most of you know. Too sharp for that. I think. I try to be. Anyway, let's keep going. John Norton. Some journalists are a disgrace in the press conference. Howe looks angry with them. Should they be banned? I think I know who you're referring to. And my honest opinion on this is, I agree, some of the questioning has been disgraceful. However, I think banning journalists for asking the wrong questions is also wrong. So I hope that gives you... I'm not going to go too much more detail. David Bartel, pleased that Schär's back next match. I agree. We are really missing his passing from the back. Essential, he now stays fit to January. Caitlin and Nick got 3 points, the main thing. Honestly, you can't understate that enough. It's been the best start to Newcastle United season with Eddie Howe, and long may it continue. JC, come on Liam, start waffling. I'm trying. I hope I've given you enough waffle as the rain starts here at St James Park. Bit of a gloomy day, hasn't it? Honestly, I went from... Here's a waffle. I went from 11:30 on Friday night, 11:30 Egyptian time. I got on the plane, it was 33, 34 degrees, 11:30 at night. I got off at about 3:30 in the morning at Newcastle Airport, and it was 6 degrees. That is what you call a baptism of ice. I don't want to say baptism of fire, that would make no sense, but it was a real shock to the system, to me and my kids, to be fair, after the heat. That's a waffle. I like waffling. Graham Doherty always sitting so deep to protect the makeshift centre-backs. I think the lack of quality in that area is making a big difference on how we can't get out, so that could be a big thing. David Cook message retracted. Deleting's cheating, David. Unless you just made a little typo and you wanted to correct it, that's fair enough. William Watson, good win. Board did not back Eddie, but a win's a win. Keep fighting. Fair comment. David Cook, good to see Yasser there. He needs to have a word with Eels. Johnny Ola, Shea and Wilson back after a break gives us options. Shea definitely back. Let's reserve judgment on Callum Wilson. We've been there before. Matt Cornell, Nottingham Forest European champions. You'll never sing that. How would you know? You don't know that, Matt. You don't know that. And if Nottingham Forest are European champions, I used to live in Nottingham. I've got lots of Nottingham Forest connections, friends, used to work down there. So I'm not taking the mickey here to say this, but surely if you're going to keep holding on to that Nottingham Forest 2 times European champions, everything since has been such a remarkable fall down. And this season is a big failure. To get beat off lowly, non-European champions Newcastle United in the Carabao Cup, even with your second string. Wow. How the mighty have fallen. Anyway, get back in your own comments. Blip 2012. We need to take the win and move Sender on. Can't change the last 6 weeks, but hopefully the negativity will diminish. Hope so. Results help. Decent goal from Barnes. Great to see Isak win that 3 points. Same here. Jack Soros, I'm so tired of Nick Pope. Also glad we won, obviously, but my God. Yeah, I think it is what he is what he is. You know, he is. If you'd roll the clock back, I've said this in here before, if you roll the clock back probably 30 years, 20 years, Nick Pope would be up there as one of the best goalkeepers in the world. Such as he's so good with his shot stopping and his size and his stature, and he's reasonably commanding at times. He has his faults, but the distribution needed in this game now is probably where he falls down, and that's probably why he's at Newcastle United. Let's be fair. Craig Foggin, Murphy had a wobbly start, but got the speed and did well. He gave us more pace, and Tonali gave everyone a lift, in my opinion. Yeah, I think without really making much of an impact on the game, massively, I think Sandro Tonali did. It gave the crowd a boost and a lift at the time when Tottenham were all over Newcastle United. So yeah, I think that's a fair comment too. John Woodmass, we didn't deserve the win. Shock and terrible second half. We were lucky and the cracks were showing. Jack Soros, Pope had a shocker. David Carmichael, Doggin. Yeah, I don't know where these knackers come from. What is this with this new season? I thought fresh start, new season. There's more knackers than ever in the live comments. Get in the bin, the lot of yous trying to catch me out. And what do you take us for? I'm Macam. Anyway, Terry H. Don't think we can continue to play like this and get points. We need to sort it out quick, as if we play like this and don't get points, it'll be hard to have any positivity. Is it tactics, fitness? I don't know what it is. Things just didn't look right today if you're going to really analyse that. Newcastle could not get out. I'm hoping a levelling up of quality when you bring Fabian Schär back, who is massive compared to Emil Kraft, in fairness. I'm hoping that has a big difference. And I think we're still going to have to wait quite a while for Sven Botman and Jamal Lascelles. Sven Botman will also level that up, but that's not going to come for a good few months now. Chris, Pope made so many good saves. Yeah, I think he did make a couple of good saves. Made a couple of decent ones in the second half. One from Maddison where he came onto his left, curled top corner. He was on that side of the goal, so it helped. And he made a couple in the first half as well. Graham Doherty, Liverpool 1-0 up. I've been so, come back. I didn't really get in the house till 5 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. I've been so disconnected from football for this last week. So good to be back, and obviously just keep us informed. You need to tell us what's been going on in the Premier League this weekend, because the only thing I've seen is this. Anyway, Simon, what will Yasser Al-Rumayyan take from the day? No idea. What do you think he'll take from the day? Come in the comments. I think he'll take a positive result, good atmosphere. I think he'll probably be quite pleased. But if he's a football man, which I'm not sure he's that much of a football man, he likes his football. I'm not sure he's a absolute football man. A bit more into the golf, I think. He might be able to analyse it and see that, look, maybe we should have, could have been something done. But the rumours I've heard is he had a good say. He had a good say in particularly things that happened on Marquee. But we might go into more detail of that at a different time. Matt Cornell, Forest going to beat you in the league, home and away. Matt, man, you're European champions, so you should. European champions. We'll never sing that. So you think. Jack Nasaurus, 117. Amount of times he tried to tee up their players. John Woodmass, I thought Pope saved some great shots. Defence wasn't too clever, to be honest. A win is a win, though. Guy Matthews, why does it seem that the Eels' point of view, everyone is to blame apart from himself? I don't know. I just don't like. I don't like some of the stuff I've seen from him. I don't like some of the things that have gone on at the football club over the last few months. The rain starts belting down here at St James's Park. It's really coming down heavy. But again, that's probably for another day. There might be a bit more analysis in this week or so that we have of the international break. We'll maybe delve a little deeper on things that have gone on, if you'd be interested in that, of course. Like this video, if you're on there, 157 you guys, I'll keep chatting. Well, you want to keep chatting, 157, please give it a like. It helps share the word and algorithm around the place. Do give it a like, and we'll chat a little bit more into this Sunday afternoon. Also, there is a little thanks button, probably somewhere on here. I think you can press thanks, and any money that comes back to the channel goes straight and stays in the channel. We're building a little pot up there to make sure that we can get world trips and provide these kind of videos anywhere and everywhere, because the company doesn't always pay for everything that we do. Such is the world of journalism now. I'm in the managerial tier these days, and finance is a big thing. So we raise a little bit of this money, and any money that we do raise, press thanks, it stays in the channel. It helps Jordan, helps Dom, make sure we get everywhere, and myself as well. Graham Dockley disallowed by VAR, 0-0. Sean 1, are we the lads? Disco Daz, we need to stop relying on luck. It's going to come back to bite us, I think that's fair to say. Ali B1, hey guys, good to be back. Good to see you back in the comments as well, regular commenter. David Carmichael, thumbs up. Thumbs up to you, mate. Michael Purvis, does anyone else think Gordon is either not fit or unhappy? A lot of the last few games he looks uninterested, not tracking back most of the time. I didn't think that today. Come in the comments, say you think I'm wrong. I didn't see that from Gordon today. I actually saw a little bit more of a spring in his step. Particularly, he did a lot of work in that second half, and I was pleased when he gave the ball away for a really cheap one. But mostly, apart from that, he was decent. I don't think you sense this, but it's absolutely. Can you see that? Bucketing. Yeah. I'm going to get soaked. I might have to put the hood up. Right. Ali B1, I'm not convinced him and Barnes together works. JC, last two windows show a lack of commitment. Jackosaurus 117, Craig Hope, get him gone. Do not agree. Craig's one with Craig, in my opinion. And I'm sure you'll quite like to hear saying this, but I don't think I need to. I think he knows that himself. He's the best in the business in the Northeast, in my opinion. And when he says something, most of the time, if you like it or not, it has a lot of truth to it. So if you want a true reflection of what went on, give it a read, what he wrote this week, because if you want to look back, that is as close to the mark with all the information that I know, and couldn't say a lot of it due to sources, etc. That is as dot on as you're going to get, and I thought it was a great read and a great write, even though it was not enjoyable to read and write. But as soon as I seen that, it was one of those moments where like he's gone with it, and it's right, and I stand by that. A lot of what was said. Ali B1, Eddie's frustrated those subs are too late again. Ali B1, think we need trips into Gnarlyston. David Bartel would love to know what Southgate training done to Gordon, not the same player since England. I know that Anthony Gordon was massively disheartened by everything that went on this summer, both from a Newcastle United perspective and from an England perspective. And I do wonder how much of what happened in Newcastle United affected what happened in England. I think they were hand in hand and joined in together. IB1, Causey will lift Gordon's memories of winning the Euro under-21s, hope so. David Cook, dogs demanding their tea, will catch up later. Enjoy. Hope the dogs enjoy their tea as well. Get them some chicken. Ali B1, have you heard anything about what's going on at the club? Yeah, I think I've gone into a little bit of detail. I don't know when you said this comment, a little bit of detail about that. And I think, like I say, Craig Hope gives the fairest account I've read of what I think and have been told from various people, probably from mid-July onwards, that all was not well and all is still not well in Newcastle United. Petrus Gleeds, 3 points, better than playing good and losing. Ali 1. Murph crossed the ball for Isak. Isak has been starved till Murphy came on. Fair point. Barry Cope, alright Liam, I'll take that, mate. Exactly, Barry. We will take that. If they do that 30 odd times this season, we will all take it. But it's not a great watch. Craft man of the match for me today, Harry. I thought he was decent. But hopefully, I'd like to say he can't play, and we need Fabian Schär back. Ali B1 again. Thanks for all these comments, mate. Tonali came on too late to make an impact for me. I started and then took him off at 60 if he's gassed. Harry, well, I was poor parrying shots, he's normally on it. Don't know. I didn't think he could have held on to some of the ones that he saved. I think he made some good saves. Questionable for that goal in some respects, but actually made I think, if I say it again, I'm sure he gets something on the Johnson rebound that Burns inexplicably hooks into the net when it didn't even look like it was going in, but I haven't seen the replays, so I'm just watching it with my eye, and correct me if I'm wrong. Barry Cobb, so happy for Harvey to take a great finish. I don't think he put a foot wrong when he was on the pitch, and like I say, I've critiqued him in the past. I think we're seeing a little bit of, in the last game and this one, of what he really can offer, and I'm really pleased to see that. Jackosaurus 117, I don't think Gordon had a bad game by any means, but for me he's not as effective on the right hand side. That's correct, I agree with that. For me, Barnes and Murphy start next time. Harry Gordon looked fed up. The Clon lads, smash and grab. Gordon not 100%, back to pre-Euro, but getting there. I think he's getting slowly, slightly better, I agree. Tonali and Shea to come into the side, which should improve passing and creativity, hopefully. Clueless reacts. Even Yasser, the boss man, looked pissed. I don't know, I didn't say anything from him. Like I said, you just had a little bit of a one where he came down, but I don't know what he said or how he felt. Only the people who've spoken will know that. Gwip. Late into the live today, I thought Gordon looked better today, still not at his best. Hopefully international break will allow Eddie to address some of the issues on the training pitch. Apologies, I came as quick as I could. Apologies for the lateness. Maybe I've lost a bit of my match sharpness in the time that I've had away. I'll get better. John Collins, team looked a bit better, a bit fitter, more needed, but did okay. Need to shrug off the transfer window doom cloud, definitely. William Watson, going that 3 weeks off in 2 years, just needs a bit of time to get up to speed. I agree with that as well. I think that's a massive point, and I mentioned that I think on the last video and live, and that still stands. He's not been a happy bunny, let's be honest, he hasn't, but I don't think that's really what's affecting him here. I think the long run of playing and having no time off, and I'm not talking about time off where people go, but he didn't play for England, doesn't matter, wasn't a holiday, couldn't put his feet up, mentally, physically recharged, he needed that, and I think he'll only get better from now on. Bruno, man of the match for me. I actually give man of the match as well, in my opinion. I think he was really good. Defensively, put great shift in that second half, and it's captain's performances when things aren't going well. He's there, stands up there, and I love him. We all love him, but without him being at his very best, his levels never drop really low as well. He's probably Newcastle's best average performer, always in the top 3 or 4 players in any given game, win, lose or draw. Today I thought he was really good, but it was a lot of players. There was no real standout, but there was a lot of players who did all right, and I thought Bruno was probably the best of the bunch for me. I thought actually Lloyd Kelly had a really good first half. He was head and shoulders above anybody. Second half, I think, struggled a little. First half, I think, was excellent. Dan S, as Gandhi famously once said, it's Spurs, lads. It is, and it's always 3 points at home anyway. Jetosaurus 117, Kelly had a good game at left back. I think, I thought, like I said, I think first half he was excellent. Got done a couple of times second half, and I can see why the change was made, especially when Newcastle wanted to get on the front foot. C. Anderson, 1955. Anderson. Gibbo was right. We have signed Lady Luck. Is that what he said? Legend of the North East. Beat Gibbo. And if he said that, that's right. Ali B1, can't wait for Share back. We absolutely have to get a right centre back in January. Ali B, not gay. KB, look at that hairline. I'm not gonna sit here and say I've got much going on these days. It'll go eventually. It's nearly gone now. With all this rain, I think the flies are getting a swimming pool on the top of me here. But personal jibes, leave it at the door. Send us a picture of your hairline. Honestly, I don't care. The Clon lad was going wide before Burns smashed it in, had to try and clear it mind. Yeah, I think he had to try and get something on it, but I don't know if the touch from Pope made a difference. I don't know, I'll have to see it again. Clueless reaction, another assist from Murphy. I start to move a Gordon on the right. Ali B1, expect big PR moves now to gain goodwill. Alan Thompson, lame, how did we win that? But as the saying goes, if you don't take chances, you don't win. Great win. I think that's fair as well. And that might be why Spurs probably don't finish where they should. In games like this, they should have got a lot more. Graham Ritchie, we rode our luck a bit, but a win is a win. Ali B1, training ground, new stadium needed. Dean Young, I thought the craft was quality today. I also thought the subs were wrong today. Barnes and Longstaff were great. Easy subs for me, well and effective. I actually thought both of them to come off was really unfair. I thought both were having decent games, in my opinion. Ali B1, new sponsors, needed. Jot Madoni, the difference in opinions over performance is so varied, it's astonishing. But like Petrus Glebus has said, the result is all that matters. We cannot win 8-0 every game. Correct. We just need to keep winning. Chad Williams, Kraft needs credit. Shouldn't be near the 11, but has been solid, great squad player. Ali B1, do you think Eels will be booted? Ali B1, I don't. I've not heard anything to that ends or regards. So let's wait and see. Just looking over this screen shoulder. Somebody seems to be recording some kind of weird video. Lady with long blonde hair. No idea. Strange things happening. Guy Matthews, how did we win that? No idea. L. Stapleton, agree. Dean Young, do you think that the chairman is over to kick some ass over the transfer window? I don't think he would be happy himself with the loss of momentum. I don't think he is over here to do that. It was always planned for him to come over. But I'm sure those kind of conversations are going on. Shouldn't to see who's coming up the stand here. Jacob Murphy always heading up to his box as he always does. Can I get him? Can I catch him? I don't even get these angles. I never get it right. Oh, I've missed him. Oh, there he is. Waving to a few fans as well. The Clon lad, J7 man the match for me. Key pass also won the game. He was really good. He drew the pressure from Madison. Pantomime villain Madison. Drew the pressure. Shrugged him off and played a brilliant pass to settle that goal. Really good. Graham Ritchie, Kraft was very good. Barry Cope, I think Eels on borrowed time. Derek Sharp, wonder what the chairman will be saying to Eels. Hopefully you're fired. Guy Matthews says, Eddie been hung out to dry, and if so, why and by who? Yeah, I think there's been a bit of that. I don't think he's been deliberately hung out to dry. I don't think anybody's setting Newcastle United or him up to fail. So I don't think he's been deliberately, but has he been let down massively? He's been let down massively. He's been let down massively in the last couple of windows, it's fair to say. Clueless reacts, Eels, Isak and Mitchell look like the three see no, speak no, evil. Yeah. I've no idea, I didn't see what it looked like. Alan Thompson, Liam, that's where the top pros won. Isak never in the game but scores the winner. Yeah, he's barely had a kick this season. It's nice to see him getting off the mark, but it is a sign of a good striker that he's always there. I do think he should have got his head up at the start of the second half and squared to Harvey Barnes, who'd made the same kind of run that Isak did for the goal. But we'll forgive him that. He's a match winner today. David Bartel, the player I think we need to stay fit is Willock. He's totally different to all the midfielders at the club. He's always a threat at getting goals. What is Joe Willock? He's disappeared off the map. We've not seen him for so long. I'm not sure he's a starter in any team at Newcastle United. That's my opinion. But he's a very good player to have when you need legs to come into a game. So that's how I see him making a big impact. Caitlin and Nick get Eels out, bring Amanda and Miada back. Connie Nielsen, what a feeling to win this match. Exactly. Phil Cross, 7 points. Next round. Haven't played well. When players like Gordon and Isak are flying, we will be as well. Kelly, a great first half. Kraft was excellent. All fair points for Phil. Thanks for your comments. 186 of you guys on here. I'll keep going while you want us to. Give it a like, give it a share, and do, like I said, if you want to put something in the thanks box, we'll take it. And massively appreciate it. Jot Madoni, hairlines. Mine's grim. It's never been the best, to be fair. But we'll pull it down, we'll cover it up. I don't really care. I'll take it on the chin. Or on the... It's not a 4-heat these days, it's a 5-heat. Hey, where do these things go? Anyway, Derek Sharp, I can see some grey hairs. I went shorter with a beard. I didn't know this was going to turn into like an appearance thing, but I'm not as young as I used to be, and I suppose I've got my parents to thank for the hairline. Anyway, I'll try and get better. I probably need a haircut and a proper shave. I promised my kids they're asking, saying you look much younger if you take your beard off. Just brings the double chin more into play, doesn't it? But anyway, we'll take it on the double chin or the 5-heat. Waffle. I'll try and keep away from it. Anyway, Graham TC travels 3 games, 7 points. That will do. Barnes, brilliant goal. Need to get Isak in the game more. Got 2 weeks to get sharpness. Just keep picking points up. Next 2 games, 6 point aim. Got it. Is that right? They've got 3 because of the cup game. They've now got 3 away games on the bounce. Not going to be easy, so we've just got to make it come out of that. Hopefully in the next round, and with at least 4 points, I would argue. Graham Ritchie racking up the points without playing particularly well. Just think what we will do when we start playing well. I hope that is right. The Clon lad, is that the first game for our chairman has seen us win? Don't know. Come in the comments. I don't feel like he's... I'm just trying to rack my brains. I think we've seen him win before, but maybe. You might be right. Where are we? Schulz, Hagen, Christensen. We were lucky to win this game, but as a fan, I'll take that all day long. I think that's pretty much what everybody's saying, and I agree. Dean Young, hope that we have the same points output when we start to play well. Yeah, exactly. Eddie working miracles to keep the team's chin up when we've been let down by a world-class backroom staff. I think we mean, rather than world-class backroom staff, I think we mean world-class ownership group. John Madoni, someone said Yasser didn't look his normal smiley self after winning a game. Did you see that at all? I didn't. I can't comment on that one. And we got him on the live a little bit, just in the background. He looked alright. Didn't look unhappy. Truls, Hagen, Christensen. Aren't we playing Man City next? Have I just totally... Yeah. I'm still in Egypt. Tell us if I've got the fixtures wrong. Anyway, Clueless reacts. Agree, bring Amanda and Mieda back. The Clon lads, City game 20th September, fair dues. Truls, Hans Christiansen, Derek Sharp, supporting the tune gives you grey. Yeah, it does. Dean Young, get yourself a Craig Hope. I need to bring a brush, don't I? There we are. Is that what I'm going for? It's a fucking mess, mate. Probably shouldn't say that on here. It's not for kids anyway. It's a proper mess. Me on it at the minute. Graham TC travels all him. I think will have starts only one who carry the ball from defence attacking speed. That's a fair point. He does that very, very well. Steve Gordon doesn't look happy. How was the holiday, Liam? You look well. Thanks a lot, Steve. Thanks for coming in the comments, as you always do. I'm liking to think I look well. I thought my tan was alright. A couple of early comments, but the hairline and things like that have come into play, and it's just taken in places I didn't think we'd go today. Stephen C, hallelujah. John Tudor, bad week that ends with some positivity. Agree. Dan S, Longstaff look miles off it again. He tries hard, but just not up to the bigger games. I thought it was fair. Clon lad 1-0 Liverpool. Graham TC travels. I'm sure the chairman was here to see a 2-0 victory over Arsenal, end of the first season. Still Wilson's best game for us. Jed Headley, 7 points from 9. Take that start of the season. Agree. Trolls, Hagen Christensen again. We will become the same as many. We play crap and still win. I hope so. Man U, he said. Sanan Majid, hi, I just joined. What is this all about? It's just analysis. Me talking away at a camera for what turns out to be 45 minutes now. These lives go on longer and longer and longer. But that's all it is. Just me chatting. Jump in the comments, have a little bit crap. You've probably watched the game, you might have been here, you might not. You might have watched it on a feed, you might have watched it on the TV. Just come in the comments, have a bit crack, and you'll get if you like the George Journeys, you get a little bit more analysis. We do like a proper analysis video with myself, not just myself. 2 other founder members of the Geordie Journal, Jordan Cronin of Newcastle World and Dominic Sker of the Shears Gazette, both of whom have been down speaking to Eddie Howe right now. And we'll get them on a video, probably positioned in my this new usual spot, which is what we look at when we do the video. I always come here to keep out the wind, but that's when we give a little bit more analysis of what we think's going on at Newcastle United. Sadnan Majid, thanks for telling, no worries at all. Graham TC Travels, someone mentioned holidays, sorry, work mode. Graham TC Travels, let me know about your travels, because I'll let you know about mine. Steve, so the transfer window made crap. Didn't improve the team, had to improve the team, in short. Andy Brett, worried by the lack of possession for home game massively. I said that at the start of this video, that I've not known 2 consecutive home games, because you go back to the Southampton game as well, obviously that had caveats, but I've not known 2 consecutive home games and Newcastle have struggled so much and been on the back foot so much consecutively, so there is a little concern in that regard. John Collins, a reaction to the transfer window would be a minute. January transfer window open, players announced, planned and provisional, no professional, no messing about. I want to see professionals in Newcastle United. I think that's all we've ever yearned for. Enesai, what a win. Steve C, Liam, with you being away this week, how did you find the pre-match atmosphere? Did it feel tense? Nah. I didn't think it felt tense. I think everyone felt, I got the sense from the start everyone was ready to really back the team, back the manager, back the players. I think if Tottenham had scored first, it might have been different. I think there could have been a little bit more tension in the air, but it was alright. Mark Middleton, I think we're far too deep today, invited pressure. Mark from Cockermouth in Cumbria. That's another thing about these Geordie Journals lives. I like to know where you're from. Let us know where you're watching this from. This is your little rectangle of green that we've all shared so much passion and emotion and love and angst and everything here, and I try to give you that little window into it. Let us know where you're watching from in the world. Jump in the comments. Cumbria, Cockermouth. See if we can get any further than that. Thanks for your comment, Mark. Rubbish, it's reading sometimes. NSI, mostly outplayed, but sucker punched them at the right time. That's fair. Tony Selby, been exhausting to watch so far this season. Bookshare makes the improvement we're all on. It has been exhausting. At times it was exasperating today, but they got the win. The Clonage, I think Trippier will leave for Turkey, and we will go back out gay in January. I think in Turkey meant Saudi. I think he had expected to leave to Saudi. I think that was definitely the talk. I just sorted my hairline out. I think that was the talk that we did. I don't know. I don't know what happens with Kieran Trippier. I find it a very strange situation, but we'll see how that one plays out. Jopadoni will usually do well against Spurs because they play a high line. Isak and our wingers can drop deep. Longer balls over the top can be tippy-tappy passes. Did Spurs play further back to restrict it? No, they didn't. And that's where the goal came from in the second half. Derek Sharp, at least Cher will be back. Fair point. David Bartel, great to have you back, Liam. Great to have you back in the comments, David. Thank you very much. And I love being back, despite getting abused for. I got pot. Nah, that's not fair. I got tan positivity, hairline negativity. NSI, well done to Kraft, did really well in Fabian's absence. Jopadoni lost. Liam Poole 1-0. Diaz lost it. Jackosaurus Pontilan. Marlene Albero from Holland. It's a good mix there. Thanks for letting us know. Derek Shaw, I think Ten Hag will be sacked after tonight. Alan Thompson, Lane, I predict we finish third at the beginning of the season. After the transfer window, I'm not so sure how was to galvanise the squad again, like 2 years ago. Simples. I think they will end where they finished last season. And I'm not saying that'll be good enough for Europe, I don't know. And I'm not sure that'll be good enough to satisfy everything that's going on. Don't call me negative, but I think they'll finish about 7th. That's where they'll finish again. Alan Thompson, Graham TC Travels. The travel report. That's what I was looking for. This year, South Africa, Norwegian cruise, big 60 this week. Off to New York at the end of the month. Not bad for this year. Spreading the tune, word and love. Do that. Love that. And happy 60th for next week. I hope you've got some nice, exciting plans, as well as your trip to New York. Never been to America. I think I said this on the air before. Never been to America. I always really wanted to go, and my kids want to go. They're obsessed with Home Alone, so they kind of want to see New York in the winter. So I think we'll do that at some point. Jody Hendo watching from Canada. Thanks for watching, mate. Steve, Craig Hope's revelation of Daily Mail Inside Newcastle piece was interesting to say the least, and right and correct. The Clon Lad from Ireland. Steve about the transfer window. TGDKLS58. Mate, Pope was half brilliant, half disaster. Goal was 80% his fault, 20% brilliant. I think that's actually not unfair to say that. Steve, Turkish media report the Trippiers agreed terms with the Turkish team. Oh, no, I haven't seen that. Like I said, I've been out of things altogether, but it wouldn't surprise if something like that does play out. A bearded Toon fan, love your wiggle, mate. I don't know. Sorry, I'm rubbish. Cheers, the bearded Toon fan anyway. Jopadoni now wrong with your hair, by the way. Cheers, mate. I repeat, no, look, we're all friends on here. I like that. Good positivity. Tony Selby, Liam, have you heard anything about Bruno being the captaincy over Eddie's head? I have heard that same rumour. I don't know if it's true, but I've heard that same rumour. I've heard it. William Watson, New York City, massive. I'd love to be there too. Like I said before, I'd love to do it, and my kids would love to be there too as well. The Clonard, Turkey transfer window until the 13th of September. With a big loss if he goes. I think we'll play trips or Tino depending on opposition. I actually don't want to see Kieran Trippier leave. That's one of the last things in the world I want to see. At this point, I think he has to stay. Marlene Albero, if we get the same result playing like this, we might win the Prem. Exactly. Go on, lad. 2-0 Liverpool. Jacosaurus, New York is amazing. Went last year, going again in October. If you ever get the chance to go, I really hope I will, and I will. We will go. I'd love to go. Steve, I've just got back from my family from Didim Altingham in Turkey. Oh, massive, yeah. Was Bruno game alright? Down there. Captain, fantastic. And his dad heading down as well. Joppadoni, Diaz again. Graham TC travels, I think, the last day in New York, Everton game. So we'll try and watch the New York City match. We'll try and jump on live after the game from New York. Yeah, we'll be there. We'll be there and we'll be on the live. Steve, you went there on holiday. Liam Liam watching today in the Dolphin Pub, Kings Cross, London. About 250 other marks. Oh, massive. That's great to hear. Frequented that pub a few times. Where are we at? TGDKLS58. Keep your names simple, guys. It's always hard for me to read out. Agree, now wrong with the hair, mate. Relax and stick to the chat. I'm always relaxed. I take it on the chin. Like I say, if anybody criticise me, straight out of the balcony. Anyway, Tony Selby, Liam, brilliant as always. Keep the good work. Cheers, Tony. Alan Thompson, Liam, Liverpool. Liverpool, Terra Man United one at the moment. Most pundits are putting Man United top 4. No way. I agree. I think they've actually had a really good window. Some of the players are saying are really good. I don't rate Ten Hag at all. I think it was the biggest mistake ever keeping him. I think Man United only kept him because they couldn't get people that they wanted. But I do think Man United are heading in the right direction in some respects, with Ashraf as well. Clueless reacts. Whoops, 2-0. Steve M2 retro rates running wild whilst retro. That's the gaff I was on holiday. I bet they were. I'm sure they've done a fantastic job. TVC 15, do you think the Saudis are bored with us now? I don't, but like I said, until I see a major check written, I'm just going to maintain that stance, as I said earlier. Paul Chollerton just got home, great result today, hopefully we can kick on now. Thanks, Paul. It was, and that's all it was. David Bartel, do you think Eddie takes over England job? I don't. Joppadoni, Bruno cutting the grass. It's really all over the place. Graham TC travels, how's everyone going to cope with 2 weeks without football? Hating international breaks, I agree. JC, Liam, mate, the hair's okay. Good to see you back. Third for us, we're buying January. Positivity, I like it. Cheers, JC. Anthony Crew, how is our left back? Kelly or Ho? Who is our left back, I assume? I think it's a horses for courses. I think if you've got a team at home where you think you're going to have a lot of possession, which we've had 0 possession, it feels like this season, I think Lewis Hall's your man. I think in a more defensive game where you have to have concerns about the other team, I think Kelly's your man. I actually think it's not a bad balance to have. Where are we at? Graham Doherty, Man U going in the right direction. Right, 130, it's dwindled. Like, the thanks button's there. I'm going to have to crack on, do some work. I'll go inside and you'll be able to hear, check out on Twitter what the guys have been saying from Eddie Howe. I'm sure you've probably seen the interview as well. But I'm going to leave that here. Thanks so much for everybody jumping in the comments. A little fresh one there from Derek Sharp. I think Elite 3 will leave next summer, possibly. Samira Ebro, give me a striker from Sweden. I wish there was another one like him. He's a fantastic player. But anyway, thanks everybody. I really appreciate it. The lives are back. I will be back with my questionable hairline in the next game after the international break. And the next one's after that as well. Wherever we go, the Geordie Journals will always follow. I really appreciate you guys following everything that we do too. So, thanks so much for everybody that commented. Thanks so much for everybody that liked. And spread the word. The Geordie Journals are back. Full complement. And I will see you with Jordan over my left shoulder and Dom over my right shoulder in the big analysis video that will be going up at some point today. Cheers, guys. Thanks, everybody. And it's always, as ever, much appreciated. Cheers.